Hi, everyone. So I love to sing in the shower, but I also learn a lot about myself. For instance, I'm very optimistic. I was staying with some friends a while back, and in the morning I had my choice of a myriad of shower products, and I reached for the volumizing shampoo. I'm also very fortunate. I was staying with some other friends, a lovely couple. But one morning I actually slipped and fell, and I actually broke a rib. I couldn't get up. But fortunately, the husband, he's a doctor, and he rushed right home and helped me up. And his wife, she's a lawyer, and she's agreed to represent me when I sue them. But that last incident made me admit to myself that I am accident prone. It seems that like every week I'm at my local urgent care for one reason or another. To the point that last weekend I didn't turn up at all, and they called my emergency contact. They wanted to be sure I was okay. I've wanted to change the face of comedy. I still do, but I'm starting to think stand-up may not be right for me. The truth is, I really don't care where any of you are from. I don't. So I've got two cats, Jerry and Ben. I wanted to get a third one, but all my friends said, Dave, don't do it. Don't get a third cat, because if you do, you're going to be this crazy cat dude, and you're never going to be tender with a woman again. So I don't get the third cat, and actually I do get to be tender every night when I'm singing my cats to sleep. I love Jerry, I love Jerry, I love Ben, I love Ben, I love Ben and Jerry, I love you also. Well, that is how the song goes. So it might surprise you that I'm single. I am single by choice. Any number of women have made that choice. Take my ex, please. Take my ex. She made that choice. Now, we still hang out, though. I don't want to say that she's difficult, but on my Uber app, her home address is labeled work. But I haven't given up. Online, I noticed this beautiful woman, elegant, intelligent, articulate, really perfect for me. But then I realized she might be perfect for me, but I might not be right for her. Her profile read in all caps, "Judgmental men need not apply." And the first thing I noticed about her is she had spelt the word judgmental wrong. And finally, I do have excellent taste in women, but the problem with that is that they have excellent taste too. People just don't question things anymore. They question nothing. Even when you start as your preteens, you ask yourself, I'm so sorry. Take Cap'n Crunch. No one ever questions, how did Cap'n Crunch, how in tarnation did that doofus ever become a cap'n? and then you've got Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer with his red shiny nose. No one ever questions how he got a red shiny nose. One Christmas Eve out of the 2 millennia, it's foggy and Santa needs him. But all the rest of the time, he's not needed. And he just became full of himself. His 15 minutes of fame, he milked it for all it was worth. I just find that despicable, and really, he was insufferable. And so but the thing is, people don't change, and reindeer don't change. I think what it was, when he was a little kid, all the other reindeer, it's not that they never let him join in the reindeer games. What it was is that they took turns punching him. That's how he got a shiny nose. And my parents, too. My parents never questioned anything. They just decided that I was all kinds of special. And but they really should have known better. When I came home from kindergarten with my first report card, next to works well and plays well with others, my teacher gave me an incomplete. That should have given them a clue. My mom especially, she was the prototypical Jewish mother. Her boy was a shining star, and she thought I was a genius. So I would come home from school, and I would say, Mommy, I know I have homework, but I want to watch the Three Stooges. I want to watch the Three Stooges. And my mom says, Dave, go ahead, forget about your homework. You don't need to do your homework. I want you to watch your TV show. And it was only decades later that I realized she thought I was watching the Three Stooges. And can you imagine Curly with a PhD? But that was my mom. And even my friends, they would tell me I'm smarter than the average bear. And after a while, I thought about it. Well, that's a pretty low bar. Take Yogi Bear, Yogi. He might be smart for a bear, but he wasn't really that smart. To say nothing about Boo Boo. And then you've got the three bears. They come home and they notice the porridge is half spilt, and they should have realized it was a home invasion. So we all don't question enough. Not even comics. Dumb blonde jokes. 50 years of dumb blonde jokes. They keep coming. Why? Brunettes and redheads should not be any dumber than blondes. I actually blame Clairol. They tried to convince people that blondes have more fun, and what happened is all the dumbest brunettes and redheads bought into that and dyed their hair. And it skewed the demographics. Take Billy Idol and Dennis Rodman, and more recently, Guy Fieri. Anyway, blondes, brunettes, redheads, doesn't matter. I just don't get girls. I never have. To the point that I need to take every opportunity I can and I turn it into a dating app. When I'm purchasing a flight and it's time to choose my seat, most normal people, they're going to choose a window seat or an aisle seat. What I do is I choose the center seat, because what that does is it doubles the chances that I'm going to be sitting next to a very attractive woman who's traveling by herself. And not only that, all the other guys, they're not paying attention at all to the flight attendant, and I'm listening very attentively. And so in the unlikely event of a water landing, all the other guys are going to be like flailing and freezing, and like in the Titanic, and I'm going to be making good use of my my seat cushion. It's going to be a flirtation device. But it's not true that I don't get girls. I did have an opportunity for a third date recently, but she said, Dave, you're going to have to take a battery of STD test if you want to go out on a third date. Okay, I guess I'll do it. But I got to tell you, if any of those tests come back positive, it'll be the first known case of immaculate infection. Thank you.